Hello, I'm Mackenzie Pedley, and today I'll be presenting Pierre-Auguste Renoir's Luncheon of the Boating Party. First, I'll be talking a little bit about Renoir and French Impressionism, and then I'll move on to the physical painting and analyzing it. Impressionism wasn't very popular in the 1870s and 1880s when it was just getting started in the middle of Paris. It faced much criticism, and its artists were rejected from the French Salon, which was the official and state-sponsored art exhibit. Renoir ended up forming a sort of brotherhood with other French Impressionists like Monet and Sisley, so they could put on their own art exhibits and share techniques with each other. Renoir is known as a pure Impressionist because his paintings evolved with, yet stayed true to Impressionism. His earlier paintings featured urban city scenes bustling with activity, but this painting, which was created at the height of Renoir's career, is obviously in the suburbs with a green background and river flowing by. His techniques also evolved, but I'll talk more about them later. The setting of the Luncheon of the Boating Party is actually a real restaurant that Renoir frequented for about a decade, and its setting and people are featured in over 30 of Renoir's works. It's the Restaurant Fournaise, located on the Seine River just a train ride from Paris. One of the figures in the painting, the man in the straw hat leaning back on the left-hand side, is Alphonse Fournaise, Jr., who was the proprietor of the restaurant at the time this painting was made, in 1880 to 1881. Almost every single person in this painting was a friend of Renoir's that he had sit for him so he could incorporate them into this work of art. The woman on the bottom left is Eileen Charigot. She ends up becoming Renoir's wife and the muse to many of his future paintings. Her hat features a bright orange flower, which makes her stand out, but that same shade of orange is actually a connecting thread throughout the painting, and it ties everything together. Renoir uses this color for the ribbon trim on dresses, hats, for the canopy overhead, and as the shade for people's lips. Another subtle yet very effective unifying thread for this painting is the direction of everyone's eyes. Some people are gazing out at the scenery or staring out at us, but majority of them are looking at each other, and there's this really beautiful thread that Renoir creates that our eyes follow, trying to see what every individual is looking at. It also captures the emotion of the moment, and how some people are deep in conversation or flirting or just enjoying the nice day out on the balcony. Everyone's faces are in much sharper focus than the background, and we can sort of glimmer the wind moving in the canopy overhead and the sailboats in the water with their masts tilted. But the people are the real focus of this painting. They all emanate life and movement, and they have mass and a more or less defined shape. This is what I was talking about when I said Renoir's technique evolved. His older paintings didn't have any real edges, the brush strokes were very open, and the colors were Renoir's only tool to define shape. He still heavily relies on color to define what he is painting, rather than edges and contours, but he organizes this painting so his friends are in focus and we feel like we're there. Impressionism is definitely one of my favorite art movements, but this painting really struck me because of all the life in it. All the friendship and joy that's in this painting. Renoir made a beautiful work of art that captures a feeling, not a specific moment, which is what Impressionism is supposed to be. It encapsulates all that movement and emotion that these people show, which really strikes me and is the reason I chose this work of art to review. Thank you for your time listening to my presentation. I hope everyone has a good rest of the semester and a great summer.